I do need to welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat because I want to know. Remember, we are building a community, okay? So when I say I want to know how you're doing, how you're feeling, what's the vibe, please let me know down in the chat because I do care about you guys and I do want us to get to know each other, not be strangers on a screen, okay? Now, let me see something. Because the only way for me to like test this is on the line. So this, let's see. Welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome in, guys. I'm just trying to see. Welcome in, guys. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? That's really weird. These live settings have gotten not me. Okay, what? This is for sound effects and stuff. Okay, cool, cool. Welcome in, guys. I'm just trying to see what I'm trying to do. Trying to find. And I wonder if because I have this other thing on here. Welcome in, guys. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know down in the chat, okay? I'm just trying to find. Yeah, I haven't done the setting in a while, so I don't know if they changed it around. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. Because if you've been keeping up with our announcements, okay, then you guys know that we are getting ready to change the schedule around here. I will be posting a video with more details about the schedule will be for those of you who are investing your money into the channel through the TikTok subscriptions. Okay, as one of our honorary Soul Tribe family members, right? So it will be released under the subscription videos. A portion will be for everybody, but if you want to know all the details, then you know you would have to subscribe to the channel. I don't see it. I really do not see these options anymore. This is weird. Sounds like I'm gonna have to play with this later. It's like I can't see the live settings unless I'm on the live, you know? So it's like, oh, okay. No, so this isn't anything either. Those are just, yeah, well, that's fine. How long have we been on? 6 minutes. We'll do a quick reading today. Okay, I was trying to come on and see if I can figure out what was going on with the TikTok live settings, because I know we don't have it for the YouTube or Twitch yet, so it's really not going to be an option on there. So I think I can. Okay, so here's what I'll say. So I was trying to test to see if we can do the idea that I had in my head for the schedule, and you guys know that's to have a day for the Soul Tribe family. Okay, so for everyone who is a part of the subscriptions, okay, doesn't matter where that's at. Right now we only have subscriptions available. And hi, Anissa. Okay, so you say that as a nonconformist, right? Okay. Alright. Alright, so y'all already know. Y'all already know. I didn't sign up to do no math class today. That's an easy answer. Anywho, so Grand Rising, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Right? So don't come into into my chat being weird. Okay, y'all already know how I feel about that. Alright, you come into the chat talking about that's devil worship, that's demonic, yada yada. Repent, you know what I'm saying? You come in my chat talking about that kind of stuff. At that point, that tells me you are not willing to be open, you are not willing to learn, right? And at that point, I'm going to ban you from my channel, right? Because I just don't have time for the stress. I don't have time for the comments. You know what I'm saying? For the people that actually want to learn, people who actually want to grow, people who actually want to evolve. We do not need that messiness in the chat. Right? Okay. Yes. Period. 8. Okay. Alrighty. Yes, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Alrighty. So yeah. So that was one of the main things I was testing, because we don't have subscriptions yet, like memberships or anything with Twitch or YouTube yet. Okay. So you guys' chat until then will remain open, but I was trying to figure out how to do it on TikTok again. It's been a minute, so I was trying to find the settings on TikTok, and I can't, look through the settings of the live unless I'm live. So I was just sort of trying to do today is just figure out how to turn that setting on, because I want that option available for our honorary Soul Tribe family members who are investing their money into the subscriptions into our channels, okay, so that we can grow our Soul Tribe family, all right, and we can spread world peace, okay, spreading our mission around the world. Alrighty, so y'all already know that takes a community, okay, in order for us to have world peace. It's not gonna be just one individual being able to create a sustainable, okay, utopia, right? It's going to take all of us, okay? So that's why I have a day set aside for the honorary Soul Tribe family, and I was trying to make sure that at least TikTok's subscription chat was working, because I don't want to make it like, what's the word? I don't want to make it a subscription only live. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to close out everybody. You know what I'm saying? And since we are going down from 6 days to 5 days on live streams, okay. Um, that being said, I still want to make sure that the honorary Soul Tribe family is getting their readings, okay, and their time with me, okay. So I'm not going to close the entire live off and make it like you gotta pay to come in this live. No, but if you do want to interact with me, chat with me, okay, get a reading that day, you will have to invest, right? So that's the only thing, right? You guys remember that subscriptions, even if you don't remember because you're new, right? Subscriptions do get free readings every week, okay. Every week in the month they get a free reading. If you have a higher devotion plan, it's every other week, because you also get a free 30-minute one-on-one session with me. So there's a couple things, right? That's why I still want to have the honorary Soul Tribe meeting, making sure that everybody who invests in the subscriptions gets their weekly free reading, okay, because you get a 5 card reading every week from me, okay, versus having to pay $10 if you wanted that every week, right? Because 5 card readings are $10, okay, from me, right? If you are a part of the subscription plan, you get a 5 card reading from me every week for literally $3 a month. Are we doing? Wait, well, let's do the math. Let's do the math. Like I didn't come here to do no math this early today, but let's do the math. Okay, so every week, let's say there's 4 weeks in the month, right? So there's 4 weeks in the month. If you get a 5 card reading, that is $40. 4 weeks, 4 readings, 5 card reading, $10. 4 times 10, that's 40, right? So that's $40 a month, right? That you are paying out of pocket, okay. Highly appreciated, highly grateful for it, but that it is $40 you would be paying out of pocket every month, versus if you were to get the subscription plan that is right now only available on TikTok, but whenever it becomes available on Twitch and YouTube, right, that it will still be the same price, right? $3, okay, $3 a month. And now in that $3 a month, right? So that whole 30 days, you just paid $3 for 30 days. And in that 30 days, you get 4 readings. 4 readings that would have cost you $40 only cost you $3 for 30 days. I don't know, guys, but that's a steal in my book. I don't know. That's a steal. That is way too good to be believable in my in my head, right? Like that's never going to change either, guys. You know, y'all already know that my goal is not to rely on the Soul Tribe's money. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're getting a reading from me, whether you're sending me love offerings, donations, okay, you're subscribing, you're supporting, right? My goal is not to thrive off of the Soul Tribe's dollars, off of y'all dime. You know what I'm saying? That's not my goal. My goal is to thrive off of these corporations' dollars, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, is that these corporations will be paying me. Okay. Hi Nini, how you doing? Grand Rising. I'm sorry, that just made me think of a song. Your name. I'm sorry. I Flo Millie be just having that bad vibe and everything. I don't know if you listen to Flo Millie, you listen to Flo Millie. If you don't, you don't. Okay. I'm doing good. How you doing? Okay. Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Let me know down in the chat, okay? Because what you call it? The song I was thinking about, she was like, I think that's her Fruit Loop song. It is so like that song's so fried. Cause she's like bubblegum choo choo. You mean like Fruit Loop? But in that song she goes, call me Nini. Like it's just, that's why I started thinking of that song, because I was like, she says Nini in it, and I was like, I seen your name, and I was like, started thinking about her. So okay. Yes, we do call me Nini. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So yeah, you can get any kind of question, okay, that you need answered in the reading, right? I just do whatever messages that you need to hear at the time, okay? Alrighty, so they are $5 or $10, but if you really want a good deal, okay, I would subscribe to the channel, because it's really $3. Like, on God, it's $3. Like, it is literally $3. You know what I'm saying? Versus that $5 for a 3-card reading, or a $10 for a 5-card reading, right? And you're getting $3, and you get 4 5-card readings. 4 5-card readings, okay? For which would have been $40. You know what I'm saying? That would have been $40, okay? Thank you, Kristen. Okay, these are old too, but they would have been $40 for each 5-card reading that you got throughout a 30-day period, right? Versus getting and paying for the $3 today, and then for an entire 30 days you get 4 readings. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a steal. That is a steal. Okay. Now, if you ask me how to get it in there, I don't know. TikTok, since the new owners took over, like, this app has really gotten. I felt like I was like learning. You know what I'm saying? Like getting it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this down. Okay, I know how to work these little, you know, how to little tidbits, and I'm like, yeah, I'm finally learning how to use the TikTok live, just for like that, new owners, everything. Now I'm sitting here looking at this app like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Genuinely, I'm just at this point, we are just trying to keep up. You guys say I'm doing a good job. Hey guys, it's a learning process for us all. Okay. Alrighty, I thought it was going to be as easy as last time, figuring out that what's it called, that system that they had on there for that I don't know, one of the little tricks that I could do. What now introducing? Okay, wait, what is this? See, little things just be coming up now. You know? Wait, okay. Boom. I think I could pin this. So I do want you guys to know that you can get a 30-minute one-on-one session with me. Okay. I don't know if you have to send 6 of those or just 1 of them. we'll see what happens. But we'll work it out the kinks as it goes. So I don't know if it. We'll know. We'll know, right? If it's just one of them, it is pretty obvious. But if it's all six of them, it'll it'll tell us basically, you know. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to make sure that the subscription only chat was going to be available on TikTok still. And we don't YouTube, Twitch, whenever that happens is whenever that happens. You know what I'm saying? But it's only going to be members only, right? Subscriptions only. Okay, Honorary Soul Tribe in the chat only. Okay. For the entire live, it is going to, everybody is going to be welcomed in the live because I don't want to do the subscription only lives, but I don't know. It's just we gotta find something that works. It's just finding something that works, right? Am I gonna do a reading today? I don't know, guys. I was really just trying to see, and I wonder if it's because I have the service thing on, the Service Plus thing on right now, that I have the Service Plus settings on in the live settings and not the subscription settings, which is kind of weird to me that it's one or the other, but I just work here, so genuinely, I just work here. I don't know why they did this. I don't know, guys. I think I am gonna try to fix it, which means I am gonna try to hop off of TikTok's live here. I just wanted to come on, say hi. I love you guys. Okay, we are going to be changing up the schedule here. It's not going to be like in full effect until next week because this week I have a funeral to go to. So there's going to be like Friday we aren't going live. So Friday we aren't going live. Therefore, I don't want to start a whole new schedule. And then I'm not gonna be here Friday. And then we aren't going live Saturday anymore. Saturdays we will not be going live anymore. But I told you guys that yesterday, and we basically already started this the last Saturday. When we will not be going live on Saturdays anymore. But that does open up more availability for 30-minute one-on-one readings. Okay, so stay tuned for that. I'll let you know when that is. Okay, I'm also trying to come up with a date for the giveaway. Okay, because I told y'all we gonna try it again at the beginning of the year. Okay, but hey, y'all gotta show out. What can I say? Y'all gotta show out. If I don't see nobody hopping on 50% deals, you know what I'm saying? You getting a reading that was $50, now it's $25. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hopping on the deals, I can't accommodate the deals. You know what I'm saying? If I'm pushing the deals out there, right, but there's no reciprocation of those deals, then I cannot discount my readings. Okay, right now, if people were, if y'all were buying it up, you know what I'm saying, getting them discount reading because you need one every month for the next 3 months, and you wanted to get them now, you know what I'm saying, because they half off or something like that, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, shoot, I might bring it around in the next month or two, you know what I'm saying, but when the sales they ain't doing what they supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving 50% off, 75% off. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do. I might just have to wait another 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I might just have to wait a while because you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of effort on my part. And guys, I put a lot of work into this channel as it is. Okay. So having to do the deals and the discounts out of, of course, the kindness of my heart, because I don't want y'all to be spending on money like that anyways. That's why my prices are what they are. Right. But it's still a lot for me to make flyers, for me to make videos, right? It's still a lot. And it's because it's then only focused on that promotion. You know what I'm saying? It's then only focused on getting the word out that I'm having a sale for the readings. You know what I'm saying? That is a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? For I wouldn't say for it just not to yield the amount that was equivalent to the work put in. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only thing with it. Um, I don't really like that whole promotion deal anyway. Like I don't know, guys. That's not my forte, right? That's not my area of expertise. Um, and now I would definitely hire someone when it comes to like things like advertising for readings and stuff like that. I would definitely just hire somebody to do that because there's certain things, you know what I'm saying? You be a girl boss, but there's just certain things that you're like, this isn't my forte, man. Like I can learn how to do it, but this I would rather pay someone else to do it, so that I can just do me. I can just shine. You know what I'm saying? But you don't start a content journey and with no financial plan, with no plan at all. Um, I think that is very naive, right? Meaning you have no vision. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the ideas that I have for our channel, like, of course, I have the right now stuff, but like the whole in between part, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole in between, I have no like, hey, when we're in the now, we're in the now. When we're in the in between, we're in that in between. But you know what I'm saying? But when we do hit the goal that I am inspiring to hit on this journey, right? It's like I have a whole bunch of plans for then. I have a whole bunch of plans for now. That in between, how we get, you know what I'm saying, like that in between part is like at that point is just like big goals, you know what I'm saying? It's not even like just tiny ones because I don't know, I can't function trying to plan tiny goals when I don't even know what the next 5 months gonna look like. So you know what I'm saying, like the tiny goals are just in the now moment, but then we have just like the long big goals, um that requires certain things to play out before we can even, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that in between part is like, I don't know. I think it's still gonna be fun. It's just in my head the biggest things are I need a team, y'all. I don't know. World peace is definitely not something that is going to come easily on this planet, but yeah, no, I can't do it alone, y'all. I promise you that. I'll be honest, I cannot do that alone. I do need me a team, and with content being our way of getting ourselves out there, right? Getting our mission out there, getting our uh, goals for this planet out there, right? Yeah, you're gonna require a team. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. hmm I just it just is, guys. Y'all already know that once I will let you know, but when we do reach the point where I will need to start looking for moderators, right? That also will, there will be a day where I will literally be sitting here looking at you guys and going, so you need and I've already kind of like come up with a system for that too for our moderators, because I want to give everybody a chance to do something, like, but at the same time it's like, if you don't have a certain amount of watch time, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't been following along the channel for a certain amount of time, you know what I'm saying? Then it just seems unfair to have you as a moderator in any of my lives or even the Discord chat, because you don't really know me. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know who I am as a person. Um, or how I run my live streams, right? So to, you know, jump on, you know, like you just joined today and you're like, yeah, I know what she's looking for. I know the type of positive environment she's trying to cultivate every live. I know that when I see a must be moon rabbit in the chat, I need to go ahead and ban them from the live. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things. Right, and then like what clarifies as musky, right? Being musky in the chat, because you're allowed to have you can disagree, you can have a difference of opinions in the chat, and I will not see that as musty. You know what I'm saying? I will not see that as disrespectful or anything like that. If anything, I would welcome that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we learn, that's how we grow, right? That's how we evolve. Okay. I'm not sitting here asking you guys to conform. I'm not sitting here asking you guys to believe everything that comes off my mouth, out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm asking you guys to do when we come into these lives. I'm asking you guys to come in with an open heart, open mind, okay? So that you can take in the knowledge, the wisdom that I am bringing forth to you, okay? Um, and then you do what you will with that knowledge and that information. That is not my business afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the deliverer, the messenger, getting it to you. Okay. All right. I always hope you guys take the messages. Okay. Take everything that we learn in our live sessions, the things that we discuss in our live sessions, and you take them and you grow and you learn and you evolve, okay, on your journey, okay, with them. But if you decide that's not what you're going to do, then that's not something I could push you to do, right? Just as you decide if you're not going to ha- allow someone to have another opinion or even help you try to change your perspective, then we really have nothing to discuss at this time, right? Because like, I can't help you, you're not going to allow me to help, therefore why would you even be around? You know what I'm saying? Why keep you around? Why let you be around? You know what I'm saying? So you can spread negative energy because you don't want to believe, right? Because you don't want to change your perspective, right? That I don't have time for none of that. I really don't. And I'm here to protect my peace and also the peace, okay, of my Soul Tribe family, okay? For those of you who are still learning to protect your own peace, okay? So we ain't gonna do none of that in my live chat. Simple as that, okay? You know, other people might let people come in they chat and be musty. I just genuinely don't have the time. Like, I genuinely don't have the time. Y'all know I'm a natural channeler, okay, which is another thing as a moderator you would have to know, okay. See, with moderation I will have to get, I don't know, it's just gonna have to be a little stricter. And Hi, Lady Firefox. How you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat, girl. I'm doing good. Okay. So yeah, what you call it? And hey, I'm gonna butcher that name, but hey, how you doing? Oh no, I can't. I'm sorry. I tried. Good. I'm doing. Yes, I'm doing good too, hun. Yes. So as a moderator, you would like I said, there's just things I need you to know, and there's only like certain things you pick up on, like just being in the live more than once or twice. You know what I'm saying? So there will be certain requirements in order to get on that type of thing, and y'all already know. I'm somebody who eventually will go ahead and pay everybody working on my team. You know what I'm saying? So when we get to that part in our journeys, we will talk more about it. Okay, like I said, there's going to be certain requirements regarding your watch time, regarding how long you've been following, right? I don't know if I'm going to do interaction yet, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, we will everybody will eventually get paid for moderation. If you help me out like behind the scenes and stuff like that, like on my team, you getting paid, period. Excuse me. But another thing, oh yeah, so like if you were to do moderation, something that bugs me, and I always say this, I always tell you guys, something that bugs me is when people put their question into the chat and they don't say hi, they don't say hello, they don't ask how you're doing, none of that. So that bugs me. And when we get to a certain point in our journey, right, I just will not have a tolerance for it as much as I do right now. Okay. Um and yes. You did say hi, hun. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in general. Um and I don't do free readings. That's another thing. That's another thing, guys. Unless I specifically say, like, it will be in the live title, guys. It will be in the live title if I'm doing a free reading. Okay. If it's not in the live title, if I'm not blatantly saying I'm doing free readings, I am not doing free readings. Okay. Um, so that's I would say I wouldn't ban anybody for asking the question. I would just have to mute them, right? Like I need them muted for a minute so that they can't back to back ask the questions, if that makes sense. Um, but literally, I always ask to make sure that you refrain from asking your question in the chat because I do read energy naturally, right? Like it's just something that comes naturally to me. So if I see your question and I'm reading your question, my nosy behind is going to start digging into the energy just naturally. I don't need the cards, right? So that being said, I don't want to know unless we consent to this thing together, right? So people get upset that I don't do free readings. It is what it is. I don't. I already make it so accessible, and then on top of that, I throw in deals. Then on top of that, the subscriptions is dirt cheap, right? So it's like, like I really honestly, I'm not here to please everybody. I'm not here to make everybody happy. I'm here to do the job God asked me to do, and that was to help create world peace, utopia on this planet. That's it, y'all. That's my only job. That's it. Good Lord just wanted me out here helping y'all. That's it. That's all. You know? So that's what I'm going to do. Right? But at the same time, I'm not obligated. Right? I got free will. I got free will just like you. Just like you. Right? So out the kindness of my heart, I'm here. Right? Because no lie, guys. Real life. When I first started my journey, before I got like into tarot and everything, I real life was like, we're gonna get on this journey. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna buy a little house in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Okay, like even if it's in the forest, I don't care. Like I'm gonna be living by myself. Sis was ready to buy a van. Okay, was ready to live her best van life. Okay, and go out into the forest. She was ready to do anything to be away from people. Okay. She was like, yes, I have these psychic abilities. Screw it. I want to go live in the frolic in the forest by my lonesome. Right? So y'all already know I don't get lonely. Right? But seriously, that's how ready I was to just be like, nope. Nope. I'm ready to go. Thank you, good Lord, for awakening my mind. But I am going to head out. I'm gonna check out of this one. Right, but the good Lord was like, no, Alea, no. I actually do need your help with humanity. And I was like, oh. Okay. Fine. Nah, there's a couple I almost died type of situations. Right, no, because I'm so serious. I literally wanted to get me a van, turn it into one of those little houses, and dip out. I was gonna let humanity really figure out what they was finna do. I didn't know. I was like, at this point, just deuces. I'm gonna be out here. But then you almost die in a car accident, and then you almost you see people living out on the street. You go homeless for a minute. It just is a bunch of little things just adding up. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But what you call it? Exactly. So like it is what it is. But like I said, being homeless, yeah, that car accident that almost took me out. There are a few things that honestly made me stop and be like, And I was like, shoot, guess I can't leave humanity to their own devices. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Anna. I'm glad I'm here too. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I chose this route versus, frolicking in the forest. Now, don't get me wrong. The house that I will build later in the future, right, when I'm ready to go ahead and settle down, now that it will still be secluded. It's not going to be out in no suburbs, no city, none of that. I rather have acres of land where I can build for my soul tribe community as well as my family, right? So acres of land, and we build our own little town. Okay, that's what we're gonna do with that, right? I don't. We're just gonna be over here enjoying our best lives, okay? All right, making our own little town, supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? And we're still gonna help the rest of humanity, but we're gonna be over here. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to also live in there. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to. also be there. If that makes sense, right? It's just I don't know. I don't know. I just the Matrix. You know, I don't want to live in the Matrix. I don't want to live. I rather just live on somewhere else. You know, no. I'm not even. I think I would have to say that's probably the. A house is probably the thing that makes me the most expensive as a person. Right? Like that's what Alea. Yeah, my name. That's how you say it, Alea. Okay, so I think that's what makes me like the most expensive. It's like I just want a nice house and I want to travel. But like I think that it's like that's why they say you gotta make sure you find somebody in your tax bracket, right? Because my tax bracket is definitely I need a nice house, and we gotta at least go on 3 vacations a year, bro. At least. At least if we're not on 3 vacations, at least a year, this is not gonna work out. Promise you I can't be in this cold. Devices or mechanism. I see what you're saying. I'm trying to make sure that I wasn't missing it. Yeah. Yeah, because device okay, yeah, devices, yeah. And the mechanic, yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It'd be like that though. Real talk. Yeah, see? Because everybody has their thing, you know? Some people like clothes, right? Like they're expensive. Is that they shop with for clothes, right? Some people like to buy house decorations, and that's their thing. They buy a lot of house decorations. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has their thing when it comes to what they would rather spend money on. You know, besides your needs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has your needs, and this is why I will always advocate that your needs should be free. um don't fight me on it because it makes sense. Your needs should be free because you need them to survive. Like there's no way you're going to live without your needs, right? So however your wants, I understand in that sense, trying if you want something, trading for it, borrowing for it, bartering for it, doing something that is an equal exchange of energy. I understand that, right? I understand that. Now, not the way that capitalism has over glorified it, right? But in the sense that, I'm giving you something, you give me something, right? In that sense of things. However, when when it comes to how things are today, it doesn't really make sense. um but like everybody is going to have their thing, okay, that they rather spend money on, okay. And like y'all know, I rather spend money on traveling and buying acres of land for housing. You know what I'm saying? All right, because not even just for me though. It's not even just for me. Like, really, we'll say traveling is my thing. We'll say traveling is my thing because the housing is more so for everybody, right? Because I told y'all the orphanage, okay, the homeless shelters, right? But with the homeless shelters, like I don't want it just to be like a shelter. You know what I'm saying? Like I want this to still be like housing for them, not like Section 8 housing. Like, nobody has to benefit off of them having this housing. You know what I'm saying? So, in Section 8, someone's still benefiting off of their misery, off of their misfortune, right? So somebody's still benefiting in that regard. But I'm saying free housing to the point where it's actually free, you know? And they're like, well, the government will pay all the bills and everything like that, which I understand in that part. But I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of red tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, there just feels like there's a lot of red tape. Um, right? Because that's the thing, though. That's the thing. No, I'm thinking about it, but this is honestly, these are like, guys, you know, homeless shelters. I'm hoping, I'm hoping. That's the hope. I would like to get this done in the next 5 years, right? Build the first homeless shelter. So these are things that I will be getting together, right? Well, hopefully in the next 5 years, if not 5, 10, for the first one. But like I said, there's a lot of red tape and stuff. So trying to figure that out because we don't want to owe for land. We don't want to owe any banks, right? Really, the only thing that we would even have to pay for is utilities. That's the goal. If we can get it down to just utilities, nah, screw that. Screw that. It's gotta be completely free. Screw that. It's gotta be completely free. Yeah, nah, nah, no bills. No bills, because it could be done. It could be done. I don't care. It could be done. No bills. Free housing, completely free, no bills. Freak it. Screw the red tape. We gonna get it done. If Patti LaBelle could get an 100% free hospital, we can get an 100% living situation for homeless people. Okay, 100% free living situation. Period. We gonna get it done, y'all. We gonna get it done. Okay. I don't care if somebody else is like they hear my idea and they're like they're gonna do it. That's fine. I don't care because there's still way too many homeless people, way too many people struggling to meet ends meet. You know what I'm saying? Way too many. Therefore, we can never do too much. Okay. Alright. I'd rather everybody have housing, okay, and live in the free housing instead of some people living on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not enough free housing or there's not enough housing or jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather they still be in the house. So it doesn't matter until all the people is off the streets. We ain't done. We're not done doing our jobs, okay? Simple as that. Simple as that, guys. An orphanage because I love children and I do think all children deserve a home, right? And they need somebody to guide them, lead them, cherish them, love them, right? So, just trying to think of a name. Can't think of it. But yeah. Anywho, guys. So really, that's all I really wanted to talk about today with you guys, and that's really what our Soul Tribe meetings are going to be like. We just talk. We just come in here and we just chill. We just talk about the direction of the channel, what we're gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna whenever I am able to make it only subscription memberships chat for only our Soul Tribe meeting days, right? Um, we will do that. For now, everybody is included in the chat. Um, but yeah, Mondays are our chill days now, guys. We just go chill on Mondays. I will be releasing the schedule this week. The video will also be out on TikTok. I might the portion that I make available to everybody will be the portion that I release to everybody on YouTube and Instagram too, if that makes sense. Well, I hope it did. Anywho, I love you. I love you guys so much. Okay, thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. Okay, I love you guys. Sending all the love back your way. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. We might be doing something that's on the schedule for tomorrow. Okay, all right, you guys. So I'll see y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Remember, we speak love, justice, and peace.